Hey, my name's Oscar. I'm a Tech Connected college coach at the Minnesota site. As of the start of quarantine, we are having to work remotely from our homes. And so with that comes with all the challenges that you would expect it to. Right now, my mom just came back home. She's playing with the dogs and stuff. So I'm recording the video in my car. That's part of the challenge as well, is just like having the home space also be the workspace, and having to compromise between the two at times and still being able to be an effective coach obviously is part of it. I'm having to communicate with other coaches and my supervisor and other staff more frequently, just because we're not in the office and I can't just like walk over to my supervisor's desk. The biggest challenge for students so far that I've seen is that they are having to manage the logistics of just like how the rest of the semester is going to play out. For a good portion of my students that are, for example, at St. Paul College, the local community college here in St. Paul, many of them they're already used to having online classes, so they're not even doing anything different. And on the other side of that, I also have private school students, for example, at St. Ben's, that have never had an online course. So all of this is new to them. They're not even sure if they can like manage that as well as like an in-person class. Some obstacles for students come up where they're not able to access the classroom material from like their home internet, so they're having to either commute to class still. I've had a couple where they don't have a computer, so they still have to commute to school to use the computers over there. Just like other various logistical things, like if a student has a computer art class and all the computer labs are closed now, how are they gonna do that when they don't have a fancy $5,000 Mac, to their disposal? Some positive things happen, of course, too. I'm still having students reach out to me that are wanting to get re-enrolled or registered for next semester, and planning for the future is sort of like difficult right now. Some people are having to just think about their most like immediate needs, what they need next week, next month type of thing. But the fact that like students have reached out to me and said, hey, like I want to get re-enrolled for fall, how can I still make progress towards re-enrollment and still keep my safety and the safety of others? I guess just like reaching out to all my students, gauging where they're at with all this and being able to support them through that, I guess, is important. Just having someone else to bounce ideas off of, I feel like, is important to students, especially during these times.